Where I live, the waters are big and so are the fish, and you need a boat that can handle both. This is the Ranger VS1882, and let me tell you, this boat can handle big water. The VS1882 is 18 feet 8 inches long with a beam of 96 inches. Weight as it sits is only 1,790 pounds, and max capacity is 6 passengers. But what makes Ranger aluminum boats different than other boats on the market is the fact that it uses no wood in the construction of this boat. Floors won't sag, and the transom will last a lifetime. Ranger also foams all the cavities beneath the deck with a high-tech foam that provides flotation and strength. It also deadens the sound of the boat. There are no aluminum vibrations when you tap on it. I've also found that the boat is extremely stable in the water. There's no rocking when a couple of you are leaning over the side of the boat to net a big fish. So let me take you through some of the features of the VS1882. Let's start with the engine. I'm running a Yamaha 150 show, and performance is awesome. You can go to a 115 all the way up to a 175, and whatever brand motor you like to go, Yamaha, Mercury, Evinrude, whatever, this boat can handle them all. Let's move inside. Hey, when you get into the VS1882, the first thing you notice is how spacious this boat is. It's got a lot of room for fishing if you're a troller or if you like to cast. One of the features I really like about this boat are these built-in seats in this optional back deck here. So you can run 6 passengers, 2 here, 2 with additional seats here, and 2 here for the drivers. Now if you're trollers, I'd like to take these out and have all of this room, but if I'm casting, what I'd like to do is just shut these down, and I've got a great casting deck up here where I can fish in an elevated situation. What else is back here? You've got a nice large aerated live well right here. And the other thing that I like back here is the starting battery is in this compartment right here, and there's a main power switch right here so you can shut things down so you're not going to run into challenges with the batteries going dead between trips. But one of the greatest features of the VS1882 is the console area. They've got fiberglass consoles built for the Ranger fiberglass boats that they brought over to aluminum. The layout is spectacular. Check it out. We've got an inset sonar. You've got a little cubby area to keep your cell phone and keys and everything safe when you're fishing. And you've got all of your gauges to monitor fuel, trim, speed, tack, and all that. You've got a series of toggle switches here for master power, your horn, and then you can run all of your lights, your live well, your bait well, and all that kind of stuff. The other thing I like about this windshield is it's tall enough to protect you from wind and rain, which is important on those cold mornings in the fall and spring, but it's also low enough that you can fish over it, which is awesome. This was built for fishermen. Hey, before I move on, I want to mention one thing. You probably noticed that there's vinyl in this floor. One of the things I like about vinyl is it's easy to clean and it's not very slick when wet, and it's always wet in big water. But if you like carpet, you can order this boat with carpet. Just talk to your Ranger dealer. Let's move on. Now right here is the battery compartment for the trolling motor battery. I have a 24-volt system in here up front. There's a switch right here to turn it on and off, which is nice between trips. The other thing I like about this boat is right here. You've got a massive rod locker that holds several rods up to 7 foot 6 inches long, and it's in a nice convenient area. Now the other nice feature about this boat is it's got a massive bow area that's really designed for fishermen. There's plenty of floor space up here, so let's move up here. Couple things. We've got a big dry storage area on this side. On the port side, it's carpeted, holds all your things like life jackets, tackle boxes, and that sort of thing. And on this side, we have an aerated bait well or live well. If you're fishing for smaller fish like crappie and bluegill, they can fit right in here. But you also have a carpeted storage area right here. The other thing I really like about this bow area is this netting feature here. It allows you to store things like life jackets or things like rain gear or tackle bags up here and keep them out of the way and secure. Let me tell you one thing about the 1882. This thing will eat up big waves. I've been out in 4-footers and ran this Minn Kota Tarova. It has an 80-pound thrust, and with this lighter boat, we had no trouble staying on structure, even in heavy conditions, and more importantly, it ran all day. But I also like the way this is laid out. Now I typically run my bow mount with my foot control, so I want the deck clean, so I put my sonar unit here. You can put it up here if you'd like. I also like this small little cubby for things like pliers and other things that you want to keep out of the deck. But this deck area is nice because it's built for fishing. One of the things that really surprised me about this boat, even in heavy conditions, We never once had a wave come over the bow. This thing fishes big water really, really well.